Hi there guys, so I'm back with another vlog here today with Zayan, of course.
What's up, people?
And today actually is the first time I'm doing a dual vlog here in McDonald's. Like, I've done a lot of vlogs here and several daily vlogs, and I've always just featured them alone on here. So, to have Zayan right here and pick a topic which is of course interesting for you lot, and we both dissect it and give our opinions on what we think about it, will be very fruitful. So, first of all, before I start, I'd like to say on my last video, I did a review on the previous vlogs. And that's when I found out that I use a lot of filler words, I repeat words, and sometimes it's because of, I don't like to sit in the silence, the awkwardness of the silence, so I keep lagging. I'm gonna try make the first change here on this outing vlog here today, and it should be very distinct from the other ones. So anyways, today I want to talk about motivation. And the reason I picked this topic is because the last few months I've been fueled and fire's been burning within to get better, to make more sense as I talk, to overcome anxiety, and one day to be a public speaker and maybe have people listening to me, take the advice I give, and also just engaging in nice conversations without overthinking and being in my head. So motivation is what drives all of that, and it will make the goal much easier to attain, and hopefully I'll be able to bypass this sort of stage or phase that I'm currently in. So what motivates me is a big question, and I would say is to get better and hopefully see myself in my full potential if that's possible. I have the mindset and mentality of, the saying of get rich or die trying. So mine is keep going or die trying. So even today, I can use today as an example. I finished work and I got into bed because I was exhausted from the last few days. But then again, something deep within said, we're not done yet. That's the same sort of fire that burns daily, echoes in my head, and it's a blessing. So definitely what keeps me motivated is the eagerness of changing myself and getting much further in life. I can already see a few changes, but these are very minor in what I've got in mind. And motivation itself could be put into different aspects. It could be something that drives you for a particular goal, or the bigger one, which is your life. Now, once you have a goal in mind, the gap between where you currently are and where you want to be is called the motivation, consistency, determination, all of those things. They all come hand in hand. The classic one we all hear of is motivation itself. And I heard a big quote, I think around a week ago. It said something along the lines of, motivation isn't enough because it will die one day. And I can actually be a witness for that, because it happened to me around August. As I was on this journey, there came a time where I've done everything from cold showers to the vlogs to socializing with different people, and it felt as if there was something was still missing. Like, I've done it all now, and I started to become exhausted. And that's not the downside to motivation, but that's just part of the actual motivation itself. So what you need to keep going is, I believe, it's consistency and repetition. As long as you keep that up and keep going, when you lose motivation as well, you'll somehow be able to birth new ways to maneuver that down moments that you have. So I found myself in a predicament at that time, and the only way I dig myself out of that hole was just keep doing it. Keep doing it until something pays off, and hopefully one day you'll come across something that will somehow push you to a new direction and then spark a new motivation. But a motivation that came came to me randomly was I went to the bus stop as I was going to kickboxing around that same time. I was just doing my daily vlogs, and then I came across Zayn right here. He was at the bus stop, and he picked up that I was vlogging and stuff and thought I was a famous vlogger, which I am. But that's when I thought, he does media himself, and I'm trying to do vlogging here. So why not sort of work together and build a friendship and hopefully attain all the goals and overcome all hurdles, together. So it's been very interesting so far. I've had the opportunity to do the podcasts. I've had the opportunity to walk around Tesco with a selfie stick. And all of those things that were a bit too big for me at that time, I've now actually ticked them off my box. So that's what consistency and reps actually get you.
Next one.
What's your take?
Public speaking.
Public speaking, yeah, that's a big one.
You're gonna hopefully
Next
Wednesday you're gonna introduce yourself and a few. Well, we're still sorting it out, but hopefully you're gonna talk in front of a class. I don't know about how many people, but we'll see.
Definitely, I'm looking forward for that. I want to speak in front of audience, and the key reason is to trigger myself, and also had the dream of always performing on stage, whether it's music, whether it's reading a book, just anything. And I get it. A lot of people say there's no value in things like that because you're looking for external validation, and it does sort of make sense. But that sort of external validation I was looking for me anyways, it's partly there, and it's because of the way I grew up, and sometimes being ignored, being bullied in school, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't sort of pushed around and stuff like that, but I'm talking about primary school where I came from Sweden, came here, fitting in, all of those things were just a headache. So part of it is the validation is still there, but the other part is to make a change and bring a fresh sort of mind and voice to the scene of public performance of any sort. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. But I've got a question here for you, Zayn. Do you have any motivation that sort of drives you every day besides, university or any other thing?
Yeah. As you may know, I learn languages in my spare time. I study history and I study philosophy as well. I do those things because these types of knowledge will make you seem intelligent when a conversation about these topics come up. Now, if you were to study one language a month, as I do, and keep that practice going so you don't forget it, and keep building upon that, then whenever you meet someone that's from a different background, you'll know their language and you can surprise them a bit with that. For example, when we first met, I said to you, Maga.
He's been learning Somali.
You were like, what? How does this guy know that, bro? How you know Somali? And I'm like, oh, some friends in college taught me about it. And you're like, wow. I didn't know much, but I knew enough to surprise him at least. And, it just goes to people's hearts. And history as well. If you know the history of certain people, you can get to know them a bit more and understand their background and just connect with them. Like for example, if you didn't know him, you won't be able to connect with them on a level. Yeah. And philosophy as well, I'd say it opens your mind to a lot of things about how we got to the stage we are right now in our human development stage, right? So with the Greeks, of course, that's where you should start. I mean, I'm not gonna make this video about where you should start. Of course, it's about motivation, but I'm motivated because I want to be better than everyone else. No one knows these things. No average person knows these things, I mean. So if you know these three things, then you're ahead of the game already, and you'll seem smart to people that don't know much about these things.
Yeah. No, what you said was like to be better than everyone when it comes to talking in different languages, being able to express yourself. So it's
Just
something that
social
drives you.
skills in general. It's just good for social skills.
Yeah. So it's basically when you've got the motivation of something that's big, like a something to set you apart from everybody else. I think that's the bigger picture, rather than, for example, having motivation to go gym, having the motivation to run a marathon. These things
Because everyone
are
goes gym, innit?
exactly.
It doesn't make you any different from anyone else. No one's learning philosophy out there, rather. No one's learning a language a month out there. Some people might learn maybe Spanish and then that's it. French, maybe that's it. German, that's it.
It's to challenge yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No one's going out there and studying the entire history of the Roman Empire, which I did. You can do that in 4 months, 4 or 3 months if you got time.
Have you ever been sort of demotivated in your journey? Like one time felt like it's not going well, sort of thing.
No, but when it gets busy, I just don't have the time, like, I'm still stuck on, like, I've been going through history, like, chronologically, I'm still stuck on the 13th century. I'm towards the end of that, but it's just because there's not enough materials out there. For example, if I want to learn a language like Somali, there's not enough materials out there. And there are maybe books, yeah, but I don't use books to learn. That's the thing. Everyone has their own method of doing things, and that can be demotivating, but I still have the same passion to do it. It's just I don't have time.
Yeah, and definitely, as I said, like consistency is a big part, right? Like just doing it, keep doing, the same sort of
Not really.
thing.
Passion is a thing.
Passion.
Consistency doesn't really matter. So if
How do
I
you find
wanted within yourself, you just think, do I want to learn about this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to engage in something that excites me and seems to my benefit? And I'm not doing it just because of how society looks at it. I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get messed up when they think about, I want to go to the gym and blah blah blah. They're not doing it for themselves. They're doing it because of how society looks at them. Like, I respect the people that do martial arts more. You know why? Because from that, you can learn how to defend yourself. And martial arts isn't as big as a trend as it is gym. It might be, but there's a lot of different segments that go into it. So if someone says like, I'm like a white belt in jiu-jitsu, I'll be like, that's alright, at least you're trying, at least you're going at it. If someone knows like, I know kung fu, I know kickboxing, I'm like, well, that's good, because you're going at it, you're doing what you want, and you see that there's a benefit for yourself.
Yeah.
And people that go gym are just like, I just want to look good for, how society perceives me. I just want muscles, bro. Like, you don't need muscles to be happy about yourself. They're just doing it because of how society looks at them.
No, 100%. It's it's sometimes the validation.
And some people might not be. Some people might actually want to try and get better. But the majority of the youth now that goes gym is just doing it for the trend.
Yeah. No, that's a whole different
And
thing.
they don't even realize they're doing it for the trend, which is a bit sad.
Yeah. No, exactly. So look for your own passion, number one. When you find that within, don't look for what anyone else is doing out there. Go by your program and stick by that program until you find something else that relates within your journey. And then you can maybe branch out from the same path that you're on and venture down any, because they're all leading to the same thing.
Think about what works for me, and then if it works, keep going at it. And if you're enjoying it, and if it's because of yourself, then keep going at it. For example, I went to gym not because people were like, you should go gym, like, come join us at gym, It's like, they wanted me to join in a trend, but I never said yes. I only went to the gym because I got a free thing to go, so I went there once. I did it, felt alright, but I didn't feel the need to go back there again, I didn't see any major improvements or something that I
That
would...
happens to all of us, man. Yeah.
No, but it's not just that. Like, I know that for major improvements you have to keep trying, but I didn't feel that if I get muscles, I'm gonna be more happy in myself than I am, and it's gonna be worth the work that's put in. No, I'm perfectly fine with myself as it is now. So
No,
there's no
that's-
point really
yeah.
putting in a year for it just for some trend, just so society can see me better. I'm happy with myself already. Don't
Nothing
need that.
external will make you happy. Literally. Like it will enhance
It
what you
depends.
feel like.
Money would make me happy.
Yeah.
But
that
money would make
yeah.
most of us happy, yeah. So.
But going from one size to another size, like, you know, if you're not happy with the way you are now, when you get to a big size, you're still gonna find ways to not be happy by yourself. Like, you know, it's deep within, it's your passion. If you feel like that is it, then go for it. But don't